Hello everybody, and welcome back to Cooking Companions, where we left off at waking up for the third day. And so we're just gonna hop right in, and where Gregor is wishing everyone a good morning, though you may be watching it in the afternoon. Again, Gregor? Man, yeah, I'd be pretty mad if someone yelled to wake us up. Can't you just let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are coming. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. You could just look for the food in the downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I mean, it doesn't hurt to be prepared. I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. I hope I did not. He's right, I did. Aww. The meal I made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. That's disappointing. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being at high risk for flooding. You, my dear friend, are a nerd. Nerd! It's the rain, not precipitation. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. I hope we do flood. I hope we do, then we can go swimming. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. It looks pretty nice outside. It's probably like summer. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen, there's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare. Prepare to fail. That's honestly pretty decent. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be key priority today. There'll be plenty of edible foods, and it has a better odds than trying to hunt. You haven't been trying to hunt. You've been foraging the whole time. Sir, you guys don't eat meat. Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Everyone's little to you. Come on. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. I can't make everyone happy. Give a choice. Choose wisely. You can select one of them. Try to max out my bond for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which ones would I like to talk to? I like Karen's hair, so I'm gonna go with Karen. Hey, Pookie, what you doing? Hey! This paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? Am I old? Am I old and decrepit? Not sure what you mean. Extremely brutal. As bad as times like these. Extremely brutal. Yeah, really. You'll have to share the details with me later. Okay? Karen will not be able to stomach your stories. But you still agree that you'll tell her the details later. Karen will definitely remember that. Your relationship is... Yes! Maxing out bonds already! You hear a shout from the other room. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. What'd you do in there? Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. What am I gonna make for dinner? The group leads, determined as ever. If the cabin, I'll do myself. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh? Radio? What's going on with that we have a radio? Didn't even notice it. Someone leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've ever seen before. When did we get a radio? I better hold on to this. I got this strange radio. Before I cook dinner, what should I check out? Let's look in the bathroom. That could be interesting. This is a pretty nice... That's a nice mirror. Remember an old tale about the child who said the killer's name 3 times into a mirror? Yeah, what happened? But you can't remember how it ended. Oh. I'm sure I can guess. You're too frightened even. Yeah, I'd be too scared too. You leave the bathroom a little more scared than when you entered. But that's a place of sanctity. You gotta use the bathroom in peace. Mariah's back early today. Oh, girl, what you see out there? Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. And I totally found some more berries. But nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about their supplies. Girl! I crunched the numbers, and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in my inventory management. Yeah, okay, that's real. I'd be disappointed too. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? I nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals, so don't. What is the face, girl? Very. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Girl! Wow, remember that. Calm down. Girl, you're spooky. You teach me how to cook sometime? I nod. Looking forward to it. You should hold cooking classes here someday. No. And rudely interrupting a tender moment, they just burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. You sure? Jam is so bland without any sugar, though. Real. Do you have any? No. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way out. Hues of orange, red, and a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. You can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? Probably not. With that being said, your guys' luck probably will be my luck, especially. It's gonna be rainy tomorrow. That's awesome. You must have walked a few miles today. Beautiful area. You can even see the snow on the tips of the mountains. Ah, where are we? That rumble sounded like a dying calf. I looked from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. I recognize that sound from anywhere. Guilty. Girl, when have you eaten? Except for me. I didn't laugh. Why didn't I laugh? I searched my mind for something to say, but all I could think of is an old riddle. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it the least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, you get smaller. What am I? Fire! You're fire! I bet it's fire. Dust? Try again. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Oh, it's hunger. Fire's pretty hungry. That was my guess. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. I crushed the berries in my small mortar and pestle, spit on crusty bread. Yummy! That actually looks pretty good for breakfast. I cooked raspberry jam and bread. Bread's a little tough. Yeah. It's stale. It's stale because I didn't have the chance to go shopping. And jam is not made that easy. You have to cook it down for a good, nice consistency. Anyways. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everyone laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But it got the job done. Everyone thinks but that is a meal. I eat that type of meal for breakfast every morning. What are you guys talking about? That's not a meal. I like bread and jam. Especially, it's actually toast and jam with some butter, but it's good. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. I bet y'all aren't sleeping easy. If you don't think that's a meal, you go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something has been clinging to your back for days. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. It won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the hour. See a chiropractor? I don't know, maybe? You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by the river to soak your back in cool water. It doesn't work. It cuts deeper into your back, causing the river to run red. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks cut the bottom of your feet. You slip and fall backwards. You push yourself to the bottom, trying to submerge the creature, shredding your back. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. You let the current take you downstream. You give up trying to swim to shore. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the waters. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. You take your last gasp. You see what was on your back staring into my eyes. Ooh, but you don't have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Ew, what is that? Sorry, guys, I got distracted by the little story I had to... That little storyline, day 3. Oh, day 3. Very exciting. Wake up! Sorry, you're making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? Hold on a second, guys. I need to save the game. Yeah. It woke me up. Tried to fall back to sleep, but it's so loud. You guys are telling me you're light sleepers? Disappointing. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement, gets back to bed. I am a heavy sleeper. Ooh. Except for me. Can't fall back to sleep. Still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is making the walls shake. That is unfortunate. That is so... You don't sleep a wink, opening your eyes when you hear Anatoly slamming the door. He sounds petrified. What do you see? I looked at the door, and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Sounds like Sailor's warning was more appropriate today, that's what I thought. Fools. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You're no optimist, Karen. Yeah? That's all Gregor has going for him. Eek. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Ha ha ha. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, I think it'll clear up tomorrow. Oh, do you think it'll clear... Girl, your eyes. Why do you look so scared? Give it a 27% chance. Really? Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on the local precipitation levels. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? I'm gonna bet good money that this boy don't know how to read. Why didn't you read it earlier? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? I don't know how to read. How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time off the year, multiply it by the factor of... Morrow begins to explain meteorology to you. I'm so glad that was tuned out, because I don't think I would have been able... She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to where... So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. I bet it would. Bet it feels like a boring science class. But it feels like an astrology course. Astronomy. Sorry, I mix them up. Astronomy is awful. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Yeah. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture, ending with a bow. Oh, how ladylike. Nobody claps. I wouldn't clap. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I was lost less than a few minutes in. It's okay. None of us seem to understand a word except maybe Anatoly, who I'm not convinced knows how to read. Anatoly turns to you. There's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until the floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. What am I gonna do about that? I believe in you. Somebody has to. Me too. Mariah, your eyes. Looks like we're having enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. Yummy, yummy. Jesus, lady. Don't look at me with those eyes. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. I love crusty bread. Kidding. I do like a good crostini, though. Those are yummy. Everyone laughs, except for me. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Wild. Get some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes. How are my favorite talking vegetables? Hello! You make me believe I am out of my mind and need to be lobotomized. Tell me your secrets. Don't worry. As leader of the Chompettes, I'll be sure to make sure none of the humans know about us. Really? I love your big blank eyes. That big guy would try to eat me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Ha ha ha. Your plans are going awry. No, don't. That's bad. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No. Her business is now toast. Awful. Get out. You're kicked out of my house. That one's a little stale. You're both kicked out. You know about how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry, milk, shit, and yeah, get out. You're not welcome here anymore. You let out an audible groan. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day on it. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompettes comedy competition this year. Of course. Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year? The zingers! I respect that potato. He's the only quiet one. We still need to talk about that closing joke, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think about eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes, stick together through thick and thin. Really? Rain or shine, feast and famine. I like this potato. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking him up? Guys! Life or death. That's right. Awful. Foul. That sounds like a crime. The Chompettes manage to close the door on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam to the living room. Crusty bread and jam. I love some crusty bread and jam. Eat that up. Karen stops as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in a mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Yeah! They're crusty. Did you not want them to mold? Eat them. Maybe you'll get some penicillin. Maybe it'll fix your attitude. That was mean. I feel bad now. Sorry. Karen is right. Yeah, you guys know how to count. Wonderful. What the hell? What is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in my... I grip it. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. Well, it's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us some food poisoning? I am no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick up as much mold as we can. I hate that. Listen, I can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping the bread apart like a pack of wolves. Gregor eats the biggest chunks of mold. Disgusting. Yeah, it is pretty gross, man. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had in Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, we shouldn't leave the cabin. It should clear up if we give it some time. I've forgotten how to read. Anatoly, what makes you think that? One of the books I had read the reports. You're illiterate, so that's a lie. Are you really illiterate? Karen, I've seen him reading. Who reads upside down? What do you think? Karen's correct. Sorry. I'm funny. Keep playing pretend, Anatoly. Brutal, Karen. I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Yeah, man, maybe it'll help you learn how to read. We can sit down at the table, and you'll learn how to read through that. Might be something more your speed. Karen smiles at me. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later... Girl. Glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. I mean, I'm not a liar. I think it's a waste of time to lie. You continue to impress. Good. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never shared it with him. What if it was just me and you? Don't. Sorry. I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. I'm surprised you know how to read. I nod. Well, we'll have to kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me more about that anatomization book in the bedroom. Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. No, I'm never free. Sorry. Okay. I only chose to talk to you first because I like your hair. I like her hair. I didn't. Karen walks away looking very happy. Definitely sure Karen will remember that. Your relationship is... No. Alright, let's see where this goes. You know what? Yeah, let's just see where that goes. Go to sleep very hungry. Did I not eat? Uh-oh, looks like we're on day 4. And it looks like... that's the end of... Oh, wait. Don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. Alright. Well, that's the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next. And I will see you all in the next video. Love you all. Bye!